Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Falcons coming in at 10-1, going up against the Panthers, who come in at 8-3. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. They come up in an offset eye. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And here's a look at the starting offense. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
He completes it to Julio Jones. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Blunt, the lone running back. They'll get the football here. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
Let's go! They'll run again with Blunt. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. LeGarrette Blunt was the intended target. And it's 4th down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Blunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the I. Again, here's Blunt. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
So they're operating in the red zone. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Going underneath to Blunt. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
To throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll come out in the pistol. A handoff as they run the counter play. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jude I.J. Barima. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Oh, spinning away. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
And some space here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now look at him go. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Ryan on first down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
That's a good job there to move the chains. The more first downs you pick up, better shape you'll be in as an offense.
21.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to find Garcon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll run it here with Blunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. 2nd down following the run.
Let's go.
Back to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down, 8. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Let's go. What? 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the first half. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll begin here with Blunt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
21.
Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Coleman now. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up in an offset eye. Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you...
Quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Room here to run. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Ryan, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Blunt, the lone running back.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. 56, the mic, boy. 56. Check 56. Flex round. Flex round.
Another pistol look here.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go. What? None. What? None. Ohio. Chicago.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Backing up. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll toss it to Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Watch right, watch right, watch right.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Another pistol look here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go! Bad 38! Bad 38!
Out of the Wildcat, it's Drake. Here's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
And the lead is up to 18 now. after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the Panthers coming out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something got them.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that was textbook 3-4 defense. Normally the defensive line just eats up blocks. In this case, they ate up the blocks and still made the play against the running game. Really, really nice job.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Hey, you got three, three down. I got 83, Me.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
And on the ground they go with the running back. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Blunt, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Atlanta, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.